to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself to the turnover? With a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. approach drive number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Six nothing our score after 1. Now they'll throw with Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Brady now to throw. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Brady gives this to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 7. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now this time, Brady will throw. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Brady. Slant route to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. He will have the conversion and more than that. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without...
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Marr on for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To try again after the sack. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Elliott running right. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out. We're going to 53. Watch twits.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 44, Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Complete. This is Lewis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Brady to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Prescott now from the 50. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down, Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Fournette running out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Again, it's Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
This is our time.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.